They write this article like this is True Detective because they refuse to give us the information up front. Tesla panels caused their relentless leaks. No, a bad roof is what caused their relentless leaks. Another day, more Tesla FUD. Now, if you Google Tesla just a few days ago, this was one of the top articles that popped up. The headline states a couple says their Tesla solar panels caused relentless leaks that led to mold 10 times the healthy limit, $115,000 in damages, and a long-running legal battle. Now, obviously, that is very, very bad. But actually, just reading the rest of the article itself refutes this claim. And while this title doesn't explicitly say anything wrong, most people are going to read the title, and the implication is that Tesla caused this. And if we go further down into these bullet points, which are supposed to summarize the information of the article, they have completely buried the lead because, in fact, this was not Tesla's fault, especially not how they're implying. So in summary, married couple Jamie and Sabrina bought a house in 2019 that had Tesla solar panels installed. Since then, their roof has sprung multiple leaks and their house developed a mold infestation. The couple have filed for arbitration to end their contract with Tesla, the only way to potentially end their lease. Tesla has denied the allegations in the arbitration. So if you are one of the 10% that even read this, it still seems like Tesla's at fault. And now finally, let's get to the 10% of people of the 10% that will actually read the rest of the article. People with no life like me, I will do all of the dirty work for you. On Christmas Day 2020, married couple Jamie Fedorko and Sabrina Farrow woke up to water trickling into their house in Hudson Valley, New York. They're writing this like it's one of Grimm's fairy tales or Aesop fables where we're gonna learn a very valuable lesson about trusting companies like Tesla. Overnight, a rainstorm had melted snowdrifts on their roof and water was seeping into a guest bedroom. They weren't surprised. They'd been dealing with reoccurring leaks for almost a year and had spent that year running after the company they believed was the root of the problem, Tesla. Elon Musk's Tesla is best known for its electric cars, yada yada. First two paragraphs, again, we are reiterating the premise of this article. They believe it's Tesla's fault. My heart sank, Farah told Insider, describing the moment she noticed the leak. Quote, I knew that we'd had spent the entire day on the phone with Tesla trying to convince someone to come out on holiday, end quote. The couple discovered another 7 leaks that Christmas Day. The couple say they have now faced 18 months of reoccurring damaging leaks, a severe mold infestation that forced them out of their home for 3 months, and an ongoing dispute with Tesla over how much money Tesla will pay for repairs. The couple are fed up. They want to ditch the panels, which they believe have caused multiple leaks and kill their solar panel contract, but they feel as if they're effectively trapped in a lease that Tesla won't let them easily escape, they said. If Tesla really caused these leaks, that's terrible. And the fact that they not only damaged their house, they won't let them out of their contract. This is a bad company. And do I really need to read the rest? There is a key word though. Props to Insider for not being completely 100% dishonest, just being dishonest upon implication. And that's this one word right here, which they believe. So this is kind of the clue for what this article is going to reveal later, because this is just the couple's belief. But we are going to get paragraphs upon paragraphs of all the terrible things they believe Tesla has done before they finally reveal the key information that changes what this article is actually saying. And again, I want to reiterate how many people are actually going to read this closely all the way to the end of the article. It seems like the premise is set up. It seems like we have our very clearly defined villain. There's not going to be a sudden turnaround because it seems like the key information is that Tesla won't let them out of their lease, even though they are the ones that are causing all of this troubles. In April, the couple filed a petition for arbitration, and they had to create a petition. And the petition asked Tesla to end the lease and cover allegedly $115,000 in damages. Tesla actually made a settlement offer of $33,000 compensation in February, but the couple rejected the offer because they want $115,000. They believe that's what they're owed because they want a settlement that ended their lease. The couple's lawyer, Tom Mulaney, told Insider he was hoping for more. Quote, Tesla's answer contains all it is required to give and no more, end quote. I was not surprised to see it, but I was hoping for substantially more from a self-styled, socially conscious company whose customers are suffering significant damage due to their physical environment caused by their products. So right here, the lawyer is stating that this is directly caused by their products, and also earlier on that he was hoping for more. So here we're getting a little bit more information, and that's that Tesla actually already offered to give him some money. $33,000. Now the couple is saying that's not enough. But another key point is that the lawyer in this quote has said the customers, his clients, are suffering from significant damage caused by Tesla's products. So here there's no more room for speculation. According to the lawyer, this damage is Tesla's fault. Fedorko, the homeowner, said that he was baffled. Quote, wouldn't it be easier if instead of doing what we're doing, Tesla simply worked directly with their paying customers whose lives have been upended by Tesla itself? Again, no more tiptoeing around it. This is Tesla's fault. Tesla did not respond to repeated requests for comment from Insider, probably because they have better things to do. While Fedorko and Ferrer's experience is extreme, they aren't alone in their frustration with Tesla Energy. In recent interviews with Insider, several Tesla Energy system owners described what they saw as shockingly unresponsive customer service, even after contacting the company to resolve serious issues such as leaks. So here we have a picture of the solar panels who are lying in the couple's backyard. And now we finally get more and more of the story. We're peeling back the layers. They write this article like this is True Detective because they refuse to give us the information up front. They want to just slowly ease it out with little twists and turns. And then we start with the median and res with the house leaking and everything's going wrong. And then we go back in time when stuff was doing okay. But let's see what the rest of the article says. Fedorko and Ferrer bought their Hudson Valley house, the first house they'd ever owned, in June 19th for $570,000, a pretty penny. To close the deal, they had to assume the lease of the Tesla solar panels sitting on the house roof, Fedorko said. So the previous house owners had installed this solar panels, and in order for them to acquire the house, they also had to take the lease because it's just not something you could easily get out of. It's attached to the house, and they probably made the decision that it's just easier to take over the lease as opposed to breaking the contract and having to pay a hefty fine. This is very relevant information. They weren't the ones that had it installed. The previous homeowners were. The couple first discovered a leak in their house in January 2020, he said. Water was seeping into the kitchen, and when Fedorko climbed into the attic, he realized the solar panels would have to be removed to properly inspect the roof. According to a site visit agreement viewed by Insider, Tesla charges $200 to send a crew out to investigate problems with solar panels. If the crew then discovers the panels have caused the damage, the fee is waived. Tesla also limits the company's liability for direct damages to $500. So if they go out and there is no problem, you would probably have to eat the $200, but if they find out that they did cause some damage, they would waive the $200 fee, but the repairs that they would do is only up to $500. Now, is that the best policy? Probably not. I don't think that's very good customer service if they really did cause some damages, but that's what their policy is for now. Tesla was going to take too long. Fedorko hired his own contractors who actually resealed parts of the roof, and everything was fine for 4 weeks, and then 2 more leaks appeared. This time, Tesla sent out a crew within 2 days, one person to fix the roof and another to patch up the drywall that had cracked due to the leak. Tesla reimbursed the fee for the visit, and the Tesla representative agreed that the company would cover the invoice for $480 related to repairing damage caused by the January leaks. So here, I think Tesla did the right thing. They covered the charges. The couple is having issues, and they foot the cost of the repairs, because at this point, it does seem like maybe the Tesla panels are the cause for the leaking. It then springs more leaks. A Tesla executive resolution specialist, a dedicated customer service rep, detailed the apparent causes for leaks and also agrees that they have something to do with the solar panels. Fedorko is rightly very exacerbated at this point, and he asked Tesla about removing the system and killing the contract. Tesla said there was a no-out clause and that he'd have to take the company to arbitration. Do I like this policy? No, but that is the contract they signed, so Tesla technically isn't doing anything wrong. Now, do I like this policy? no, I actually think there should be an opt-out clause, but this isn't unusual for solar panel companies. And I want to reiterate that this video isn't to knock on the homeowners. It's more to knock on this reporting, how this article is written, and the headlines. Because once we get to the key information at the end of this article, you'll understand why I'm so frustrated and why you shouldn't believe these articles. They are just there to get your attention, and they are actually just very, very misleading in the way they're written. Most solar lease contracts are difficult to cancel without legal action. That's just the way it is. I'm going to shorten things. Eventually, there are some mold problems. One inspector says that it was through the roof. An independent assessor finds mold levels were 100 times higher than what's considered safe for human habitation. The couple unfortunately had to move out, and the mold remediation alone cost $41,900. There's so many details here. Like, it just goes on and on and on, and then you have to go through 5 paragraphs to find an alternate reason of why mold occurred, because at this point it's not proven that the leaks caused the mold. An adjuster actually said that the mold wasn't caused by the roof leaks, it was the dryer venting into the attic space. And then we have another letter from a heating company that said that this was not the case. So now we have a back and forth of he said, she said. And finally, look at how many pages and pages of frankly not super important details. When once the Tesla's solar panels came off, they could see the extent of the damage. The panels have been on the roof since December 30th, 2020, when Tesla sent out a crew to inspect the roof after the Christmas Day leaks. Quote, once the panels were off, it was staggering. The roof had sore spots, replacement shingles. It was not in good shape, and the foreman said right to my face that the roof clearly wasn't in solid condition to begin with. Look at that. Now, does Tesla bear some of the blame? Maybe they should not have put panels on a bad roof? Sure, I can see that. But had you not read this thing, you would be thinking that Tesla panels were the cause of this leak, but actually it was the previous owners not having their roof properly maintained before they put the Tesla panels on. Whose responsibility is that? It's really hard to say, but what this article has done up to this point is put the sole onus on Tesla, implying it is completely their fault when it was a faulty roof that never should have had the Tesla panels on it to begin with. And that is a big difference from this headline. Let's read this headline again. Tesla panels caused their relentless leaks. No, a bad roof is what caused their relentless leaks, not the Tesla panels. And the frustrating thing is that there is a good and informative story here about how hard it is to get out of your solar roof contracts. That's something that should definitely be explored. But the way this article is written, it's like a strange magic trick where they're trying to put everything on Tesla for a majority of the article. Then they reveal the key information towards the end that absolves Tesla of full responsibility. Now, I think it still bears a little bit, but by the end of the article, it made me feel like, what was the whole point of all of that setup, of all the implying that Tesla was fully at fault? It seems like the intention was almost to have you lose interest before you reach the end, so that you think that, oh, Tesla probably is at fault. And I know the actual intention. The intention is that people are going to click into this article. They're going to scroll maybe 1-2 pages, but they got the click, they got the ads showing, they'll make their money. This article, it's just not as informative as it can be. It's misleading for the most of it. I think there's a better version of this article, but it just needs to be half the length. They should have put the information about what actually was going on up front, so people that are short on time don't need to thread through the whole thing before, it's revealed that it was a bad roof. Anyways, that's all I wanted to talk about today. Please like and subscribe if you like videos like this where I call out the media and their bullshit. And I also like to find good investing opportunities. This is Green Knight Trading, where squires become knights. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you, and I'll see you soon.